We're back with some Balatro. It's going to be a landmark day. Because we're doing Jackbox. Well, hello, am I still here? We're doing Jackbox again. We're doing Jackbox at noon. No flushes. Tommy Shelby voice. No flushes. No flushes. Me when my toilet is broken and the power's out and I'm explaining to my whole family. No flushes. No freaking flushes. That's how it works, right? Definitely when I lived in the country. Okay, fine. You know what? Just for you. There you go. When I lived in the country, when the power went out, my grandparents were always like, do not flush the toilet. Because, like, if you flush the toilet, like, I don't know what's going to happen. They always make it seem like your toilet's going to explode. Oh, no, he's already cooked? What are you talking about? Why am I already cooked? I'm being gaslit right now. This happens all the time. Maybe it didn't happen in Indonesia, but in North America, we're not dealing with good toilets. When the power goes out, if you're on a well, they're like, do not flush the toilet or your house is going to overflow with shit. I'm not saying you got to plug in your toilet. I don't know. There's a well and a sump pump, and I don't fully understand the ecosystem of plumbing, okay? Also, I know that this sounds like it's very 90s coded. When I was a kid, you know how like in a movie, it'll be like a romantic comedy and the male lead will like go into the bathroom because he has to pee or poop really bad. And then someone goes like, Jeff, and he goes, yeah, what is it? And then she's like, I hope you're not using the guest bathroom because the toilet doesn't work. And then he's got to figure a way to like get the shit out of the toilet without getting covered in shit before they go to the steakhouse. That shit has actually happened to me like 4 times. I don't know why everybody in their house just has a bathroom where the toilet doesn't work. It's actually like, it's kind of disrespectful. Like you'd be like hanging out in the basement and then the person that brought you to the basement would go upstairs. You'd go take a piss in the bathroom and they'd be like, oh, you didn't piss in the toilet, did you? That toilet doesn't work. And I'm like, well, can you put like some caution tape over it or something like that? Like that's, what a prank. Now you got a bowl full of piss you can't do anything with. And I'm the asshole for some reason. Anyway. Let's just play some regular Balatro first. Rerolls the boss blind? No, I don't think I will. I mean, like, no toilet paper is one thing, but a toilet that is there but doesn't work is like, I mean, what did you expect? Like, you literally had your whole life to try to fix it, and you just decided, like, nah, I'll just do it later. No flushes? Hey, round 1, you could do whatever you want, bro. Round 1, you could do whatever you want. We don't have a theme yet. I'm not gonna play, like, 6 2 pairs, like, just to placate you. That being said, I will take a Sly Joker. I'm not really, like, +4 mult. Nah, man. Well, maybe +4 mult with +50 chips if your hand contains a pair. Maybe that's not so bad right now, but at least we're doing something. Broken toilet, be like, no flushes. No disrespect, I'm in kind of a bad mood already today, so I'm not taking it out on you. Well, I am taking it out on you, and I apologize, but that's literally the joke. That's the joke. That's the joke that led us on that whole 2 or 3 minute little journey that we took. That's the joke. That's how we got there. Oh, I get it. Okay. All right. See, no harm, no foul. It's a decent hand. I could live with that. 2 pair is 1 pair as well. You know what I was thinking? We've been watching The Office. Hey, Rex Mechanica, thank you for the gifted subscriptions, by the way. Thank you for the gifted subscriptions. We've been watching The Office while eating dinner. Still a funny show. Up until a certain point. We haven't gotten to the dinner party episode yet. That's kind of like where I peak and then fall off a little bit. It occurred to me that probably Arrested Development is the real answer for this, but The Office is like one of the first popular sitcoms I can remember that didn't have like a catchphrase. Admittedly, they do it. They have like, that's what she said, which makes you laugh every time because it's like, you know, it activates the pattern recognition part of your brain. But every sitcom that I grew up with had a catchphrase. Even like Seinfeld doesn't really have a catchphrase, but it kind of has a catchphrase, you know? My hover boots! They don't hover! And then Kramer comes in and opens the door and like smashes it. Newman's a catchphrase, that's true. Hang on. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more, no more. No more, no more. I'll play this. I don't care if clubs are debuffed. They disappoint me. No soup for you is not a catchphrase. It only appears in one episode. The episode with the soup Nazi. That doesn't make it a catchphrase. That's just something one guy says. That's just a quotable moment. Holy cow, that's a good hand. It is kind of crazy to think about, like, can you imagine being a member of a live studio audience for a sitcom taping and, like, laughing every time at the jokes even though they have to do, like, 15 takes? Like, that sounds like, just to watch a 22-minute episode of Seinfeld, you had to sit in a chair and watch the same episode, like, 7 times? And yet, as a kid, that was, like, my dream. Even as a teenager, I think, you know, I was like, dude, I would love to go to Los Angeles. Oh, really? You want to see, like, the Hollywood sign? You want to see the Walk of Fame? You want to go down to Venice Beach? Nah, bro. I could go be in the studio audience for, like, Regis and Kelly. And then after that, maybe go to, like, the Maury show. And then maybe, like, I could be at the Price is Right taping or something like that. Dude, you can watch the episodes before they air. There's nothing like the thrill of live entertainment. This sounds crazy. I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna pass. I want to. I'll level with you. One of the reasons I'm passing on that one is simply because I don't want to convert my whole deck into spades. Because then, if I play flushes deliberately, you'll get mad at me. I feel like it's okay to play a flush by accident. But on purpose, people will mock me. Gros Michel is pretty good. It is pretty good. I'll take that and just chill for a minute. Gros Michel, my bell. Or whatever the heck Paul McCartney was trying to say. I didn't mean to play this, I meant to discard it, just to be clear. Still a pretty okay hand. Let's not do that again. Now we're talking. There's always money in the banana stand. I guess Arrested Development did have some catchphrases. I've made a huge mistake. There's always money in the banana stand. Pop secret. Okay, now we're talking. This could be like a full planet build. Go see a Star War, no touching. A wild? Oh, baby, baby, it's a wild 6. Something to do, get it, do. I don't know that much of the oeuvre of Cat Stevens. Honestly, I think we should discard this. As insane as it sounds, it's probably better to get some scaling going right now. It just makes sense. Hey, yeah, that's a funny trick. Let's draw the exact same thing we just discarded. Good one. How about you lads become bonus cards? Can you not use pronouns and only use antecedents so I can understand what's going on just by listening? All right, but first, I can probably do that. I'm a pretty capable guy. But I do need you to explain to me what an antecedent is. What is an antecedent? Or an antecedent? It's for when you have an upset stomach. +2. +2. Nobody knows. Okay, nobody knows. You ever feel like listen, I know that we're making fun of the boomers all the time. It's hard to take the boomers' side in anything without, if you ever show kindness to someone over the age of 47, people are like, you're out of touch, to say nothing of human decency. But you ever realize, like, life must have been pretty hard in some ways, like 30 years ago? When I would go out for, like, family dinners, I feel like everybody over the age of 30 had to take, like, 8 pills before they ate anything. It would be like, oh, spaghetti? All right, 1 second. I got to run to the medicine cabinet and get like one of these and one of these and one of these. Oh, otherwise the spaghetti, the warm semolina flour noodles with tomato sauce on top is going to go off like an atom bomb in my duodenum. I'm like, I'm 35. I'm not like that at all, although I did almost die due to bacterial infection, to be fair. But then the problem was they wouldn't give me the damn medicine, so it's like the exact opposite. And I don't know anybody else who's like that either. I'm not saying they don't exist, but I feel like it was so normalized back in, 1995. Like my grandpa, I guess he was probably like in his 50s at this point. Dude was eating Tums after everything. He would have like a glass of water and then chew on like 3 Rolaids. What are Tums? It's a calcium supplement / antacid. Okay, I know what we must do. A Mega Buffoon pack would go crazy if the Jokers are half decent. Each discard gives you chips. These are all horrible. I guess we would like to have played cards with odd rank give bonuses. I think we could probably dump this Joker maybe for like Banner. The problem is we would like to discard because it enables Hit the Road Jack, but whatever. It's not that big of a deal. I can see how +1 discard would help us, but I don't know if it's a synergy worth dealing with, honestly. So, we can only choose one. I think I'll just take the money. Although, if I didn't have to use strength right away, it would make it so much easier to hit pairs. But, like, I can turn a king into an ace, but I don't want to turn, like a 5 into a 7 or something like that. So I think I'll just... Money's on sale today. And then I'll roll. Sure, Molt card's pretty good. 4 of a kind, why not? Let's put some more respect on planets. You know what's a hit fruit? Korean pear. You're absolutely right. At the risk of being a little bit... Well, I don't know, this wouldn't be out of touch. This would be like in touch. At the risk of being in touch, we buy them all the time. And then, like, for the 3 of us, one big Asian pear, peeled and sliced, is like a great dessert for 3 people. So we're splitting the cost. We're amortizing it out across a whole family. But every single Korean pear is like $2.99 or $3.99 minimum. It's like the most expensive fruit on the planet. Like, it's crazy. These are all free. Add the sell value of all owned Jokers left of this card to Mult. Yes. Yes, I will for now. You're free. I already feel robbed by the golden kiwis. I mean, you know what's crazy is that by mass, I bet they're like pretty close to the same level. Because like a golden kiwi is probably like about $1 a pop here. But you need to eat like 3 golden kiwis in order to equal the mass of eating 1 Korean pear. 2 tarot cards, 2 planet cards, destroy 2 cards. I think I'd rather have 2 random tarot cards. This is free as well. Please add like an ace or just a card that's good. Another stone card is tempting, but a red seal is very good. Okay. Red seal. I buy like 8 sumo oranges every time I go to the grocery store, and they're always gone by the time the night's through. Honestly, I couldn't agree more. Hang on, this is a beautiful hand. I think we bought 5 or 6 oranges. There were oranges big enough to, we bought enough of them that I could barely get them all into one bag at the grocery store and then tie it. I ate 2 with my lunch yesterday, and then at nighttime, I was like, maybe I'll have like another orange. But then I was like, if I'm peeling an orange, I might as well peel 2 oranges, because I'm like, you're in for a penny, in for a pound. Then I was like, fuck, I'm only going to have like 1 orange left after that. So instead, I just chowed down on some golden kiwis. How about you become a golden card? And then, wouldn't it be funny? I mean, we're not intending to go for flushes, but why not? Hey, Jaruwanik. Thank you for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. I do like citrus. It blew my mind to find out that citrus is a fruit that grows well in the winter. Because it's like, I always associate them with the summertime because they grow in like Florida. But I guess Florida has a winter too. Huge if true. Okay, give me a Mega Celestial. Give me... I feel like let's level up 4 of a kind because it's funny. I don't really want to level up pair. I'm gonna level up flush, but I'm not playing flushes as like, it's not a one-trick pony, okay? Don't come for me. We're only gonna do it in like a situation in which we're forced to. Otherwise, we'd rather play 4 of a kind, 3 of a kind, full house, or 2 pair. I don't want them. Gives a free spectral pack on a skip. Spectral packs are good. Yeah, let's do it. And maybe we'll skip and get the Arcana pack as well. Add negative to a random joker, lower your hand size. That's pretty good. So is a gold seal. I'm just gonna take the gold seal. It's harder to fuck up like my whole life. Only flush when you need to. That's me in a drought. Okay, I'll give you a +2 on that. Why don't you start me off with 2 tarots? I would love to increase the rank of these 2 7s, so now we have 4 8s. I would love to double my money. Doubling my money makes me feel like we don't really need another $12 that much. We might be better off creating 2 planet cards. 4 of a kind goes crazy. Hey guys, just so you know, 4 of a kind is now a really good hand. I would love to play 4 of a kind more often. In case you were like, oh, I don't know if 4 of a kind is going to be a good hand to play. What's your favorite Joker? I know it's probably like a little, you're going to be like, oh, of course it is, but I got to say Heath Ledger. Yes, I'm a millennial, but it was a portrayal of the Joker. Like the tone of it was different than anything I had seen on the screen hither to that point. So I gotta give it some respect, okay? I gotta give it some respect. I'm going to discard you simply because I want this tarot card. 1 card becomes a steel card. You can become a steel card, my friend. And then how about a little bit of this? They meant favorite Joker in the game. Yes, I know. I replied in a way to take it out of context, to take it the wrong way, to make it a little funny. Because the answer to my favorite Joker in the game question is, I don't know. If you told me the names of them, unless the name is exactly what they look like, I would not be able to tell you. Like, I know that this is Gros Michel, because it's a banana, and I know that this is Swashbuckler, because it's a pirate. Everything else I got to mouse over. Otherwise, I don't know. What the hell is Ceres? Do I look like I know what a goddamn Ceres is? Okay, we'll go planet mode. Ceres from Final Fantasy VI. I'm going Flush House, bro. I guess I'm going Flush House. Me when the toilet store has all you can eat. That doesn't really make any sense. If we're going flush house, we should make a wild card, which will make it easier for us to get a flush house. Free mega standard? I think I would, honestly. I think I would. How about another king that's also foil? And how about another king that's also a king? Are we going to be able to get 32,000 points on it? Yeah, I think we will. How about another king? And then how about an ace of hearts? We got lots of aces here as well. Would you rather live in space or die on Earth? That's an easy question. I would rather die on Earth. Without a doubt. This is my home. You know what? Well, how many sixes we got? 4 sixes in this, John? 4 of these. Oh, king. We got 7 kings is the pro. I see. I gotta think about this. Like, if I was Mark Watney, 100% I'm killing myself on Mars. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I'm sure don't they send up the astronauts with like a gun or something just in case something goes wrong? On Mars, on Mars. No, I don't want to take my helmet off and like implode outside. I don't want to do it in like the most painless way possible. They give you a cyanide pill or something like that. But there's no shot I'm making it back. And then NASA is like, hey, you got to take all this shit off of the launcher so that you can like rendezvous with the space shuttle in space in midair, and you're just going to have a tarp on the nose cone. I'd be like, nah, bro. I'd be up there with the camera like, you better come up with a better plan, bro, or you're going to have a PR nightmare on your hands. My ass is not going up there with like a Home Depot tarp. I'm not going to space with a tarp sail, okay? That's absurd. You figure something out, bro. Can you drop me some fiberglass or something? It worked. That's a work of fiction. Sorry. But it is! Okay, we can dump a 4. We have not drawn a king yet. We know this for a fact. Thank you so much for this. I really appreciate this. You're too good to me. It's a good movie, though. I believe I gave it a 4 stars and a heart. This is not a king. It's not a king. So I can dump, 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 dump. Now this. Now we're talking. Now we're fucking talking, bro. We need big hands here, please. Like they say in Blister in the Sun, big hands, I know you're the one. Okay, it needs to be even better than that, please. I guarantee this is at least 2 pair. Oh! Guys, there's 6 kings left in the deck. It's inconceivable that we will not draw at least 3 kings on the next draw. Okay, well, here's the thing, brother. I'm cooked. So I drew 1 king, so we know that's not a pair. So you play your straight, and you're killed. You're cooked. This is why we play flushes nonstop. Local Thunk, are you here? Hey, NL, I gotta ask, what the fuck was up with the dismemberment plan poll on Twitter? What do you mean? Don't take this the wrong way. Why are motherfuckers always like, whoa, why did you drop a reference to this thing on Sunday? It's because it's a fucking good album. What, you think you're the only loser who discovered good music when they should have been out partying? There's hundreds and thousands of us, brother. We're all cut from the same cloth. You got me? I got me too. What's the relation to the presidents? Well, the emergency NI cover kind of looks like a fucked up Richard Nixon doodle. Like, I think it's possible that Richard Nixon was actually from hell. Did you every other president was drawing like a horse or like themselves, and Richard Nixon was drawing like fucked up tesseracts and shit, like optical illusions and stuff. Like that dude was birthed from Hades, I think. Like, that's insane. What was going on in his brain, man? Okay, send me. Okay, you know what? We will be going fucking flush this round. Well, maybe not. But don't stress out about it too much. You're probably fine. What is he on about? Listen, this is not a 1970s like tavern, okay? If you're ever confused about what we're talking about, you can just literally type in the keywords of what I said into Google, and at least for like the next 8 months, one of the top 10 results will probably be somewhat related to what I'm talking about. They will try to sell you Richard Nixon's biography, like his memoirs. They will try to sell you like a cast iron pan to cook an egg in or something like that, but adds double the rank of the lowest held card in hand tumult. Okay. Buy me my flush enable. I should have bought and used, but that's okay. We go next. We skip blind. Get some tarot cards. I guess at some point we'd probably love to have a joker. Well, that could help. Listen, you can be pissed, okay? Go ahead and be pissed. It's flush mode. Like, there's no reason for us not to be doing flush mode right here. Gross Michelle as well. We got flush enablers early. So we'll just knock this one out of the way, and then... I would stop going flush every time if you guys stopped being so toxic to me when I lost on a non-flush build. Not gonna happen. Not gonna do it. I see what you're saying. Not gonna do it. I'm gonna do some tarot cards. Hey chat, what's the best toilet you've ever used? Great question, Toasty. Great question. What's the best toilet you've ever used? I don't know if I have an answer to that. I'm not trying to ruin anybody's life. I am a believer though that like bidets are good. But if they saved your life, like, did you have one before? My principal problem with the toilet is not the paper. It's the poop. I don't know if I'm just doing it different or doing it wrong, but, like, I've never been using the paper and been like, oh, this is the worst part of pooping. It's always the shit coming out of my ass that I'm like, this is the worst part. Except for like the one time a month when I'm like, oh, actually, that was pretty good. Can't they just invent like, I mean, maybe they already have this. Can't they just invent a pill that when you swallow it, it like dissolves the shit in your colon so you never have to shit? Obviously, they have that technology right now, but it would kill you to use it. But, like, could they invent one that doesn't kill you? Where does it go? I don't know. Fucking where does anything go, bro? Maybe you breathe it out instead. Misprint is good. Don't at me. It's a perfectly cromulent card. Did you know, I learned this while exercising my medical trauma. Did you know that at the end of the day, there's a billion different medicines on the market, right? But at the end of the day, there's actually only like 4 different types of medicine. I learned this in... Oh, my gross Michelle! I learned this in particular when I was taking Imodium. And my doctor was like, why are you taking Imodium? And I was like, so I don't poop my pants. And he's like, you really shouldn't take it too often. It's an opiate. Hey, Spoop the brother. Thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. So it turns out there is no, like, anti-diarrhea medicine is just very, very, like, diluted heroin. And then there's also antihistamines. Antihistamines are also like the medicine, the over-the-counter medicine you can get that makes you go to sleep. And then, I don't know, there's like a couple of other different types of medicine that are out there. But you would, when you walk into the pharmacy, you would think that science has invented 900 different medicines, but it's actually like 5 different medicines, and it's just dosage that changes the effect. It's crazy, man. Let me guess, Pepto-Bismol? No, Pepto-Bismol is one of those medicines that doesn't do anything. I say it as someone who keeps it in the house. That's my favorite class of medicine. It literally does do something. It turns your poop gray sometimes, which is interesting. I'm a believer that... well, first off, I'm a believer that I don't want any of these. I'm a believer that 90% of the efficacy of Pepto-Bismol is that it tastes like medicine. So your brain goes, oh, this is helpful. Like it, because it's kind of like chalky and a little creamy. Like when you drink it, you're like, oh, this is like, if my tummy had a sunburn, this would like soothe it. It's not medical advice. It's just one man's opinion. It bangs with a Sprite. Now listen, that I do believe. That I do believe. Isn't that just Buckley's? Buckley's has different active ingredients, but is apparently another medicine that doesn't work. Even though I've taken it and it works, medical science says that all cough medicine that doesn't have pseudoephedrine in it is snake oil. What about ginger ale? Ginger ale works. It's girl math. It's mom science. I don't know how to explain it, but ginger ale works. Absolutely. Most ginger ale doesn't contain ginger. Yeah, but it still works. It has the spirit of ginger somewhere inside of it. It's like Coke Zero doesn't have sugar, but it tastes sweet. Make it make sense. I don't want another Mars card, bro. I don't want another Mars card. You know what I want more than anything else? I would love to destroy all of the non-hearts. Oh, I can only choose one. Okay, I thought I could choose 2. My mistake. So now we have 22 hearts in a 53 card deck. No flushing? You're working on antiquated verbiage, okay? On this one, we're like Lionel Hutz. No, flushing. Holy cow. Aren't you bored with the flush strat? You think LeBron James ever gets bored with winning? No, of course not. That's why he's going to leave the Lakers in free agency this offseason. Whatever, we'll play a flush. Bro's going to the Wizards. It's so true. He's going to play with Shohei Ohtani on the Blue Jays. Mage. What's your take on the Super Bowl? Great question. Me personally, I'd say it's one of the most important football games of the year. So true. How's that Ravens pick looking? I'll let you know. Wow, no, I forgot I had the double tags. Now well, maybe 3 shops being free might actually be kind of sick with it. As long as it's not 1 shop being free 3 times over. It's just the 1 shop? You're losing me my jury? It'll be your next 3 shops. Okay. Okay, good to know. Good to know, good to know, good to know. Then I should skip to get some polychrome jokers, brother, because this shit is gonna be free. Okay, misprint, I need your help here. That's pretty good. It's not as good as I needed it to be, so... Oh, I'm fucking dead. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 misprint. How about a times 20? Times 20, please. +2! The irony! Okay. Alright, slash marker me. Call that Balatro 1.